Sorry, this is my first video for real. But I just needed to share this message, because going on the big 3-3, 33, you don't even know what to do. Sacrificial year, same year Jesus died, put on that cross, and it came back to life. So today I want to speak on the tree of life. I don't know if anybody heard of it, but I feel like the more you understand the tree of life, the more you understand the meaning of life. It's like hand in hand because they work hand in hand. So at the top of the tree, we have number one, top of my neck, consciousness, which I feel consciousness is God. When I talk about God, I mean like the connection that every living thing has to one another. That's consciousness. Like, when is consciousness first? No, I'm not even going to get into that right now. I'm just going to talk about the trees. First, you got consciousness, which is obviously thought or life. Then you got two, which is wisdom, which I like to call him Jesus, because Jesus sought out wisdom to get closer to God, and when he found it, he brings us to number three, power. So one, consciousness, two, wisdom, three, power, the trilogy, because once he came back to life, that shit was powerful. Talking about walking spirit, like whatever, but shit. After you get past three, you go to four, because what we put our power into is our love. Whatever we love, you know, what we put our heart into. I love to draw, so tattoo. So I love art. So I put my wisdom into art, and that art gave me power to do tattoos. And I like to say they're pretty decent, trying to get better every day. But after you figure out what you love and you put what you love into work using the wisdom that you gain from consciousness, which is God, you have a power over what that thing you have, what that thing you love. So it comes to number five, karma. If it's good, the love you put into it, if it's good, it will come back good. But if whatever the love you put into is bad, it's gonna 9 times out of 10 come out bad. Karma's a bitch, but she's fair. You know what I'm saying? And after karma, you go to my main one, six, the individual, 666. Man, you know what I'm saying? Once you got what you love, you put into action, you figure out what the action gonna do to you. It gonna shape you into the individual that you are today. And that's what we did since we were babies and our parents raising us. But after we got what we love down and what it's gonna do to us, we become who we are, the individual, the six. An individual can be great if he put his all into what he loved, with the wisdom that he gained from past experiences all the way up to Jesus. I'm just saying, consciousness was one, and we all have one conscious, and we all connected. But after six, we go to seven, which is, me to the day I die, my imagination, which is open up wide, and I see all like a puzzle, and I try to solve it. You know what I'm saying? It's just why I'm talking about the tree of life today, because number six, my imagination can't stop me, but it's got me unlocking shit. So once you got your imagination down, because what you love is cool, because everybody loves something, but everybody also has different imaginations. Everybody has a different way of seeing things, and that's where the key comes in. That's where your individual self sits before, because your individual is you, and you have your own imagination. So you want to use what you love. I'm always go back to love, because I feel love is important, even though it sits below power and wisdom. But what you put your love into is gonna have effect on you. So with your imagination, you want to use that towards what you love, even if it's your money, family, or lifestyle. Because after your imagination's vast, unbound, but after seven, it comes eight, which is logic. With your logic, you can have a logical excuse for anything. Some people say the logic is the devil. You know, because I can logically explain God right now, and I can logically explain the tree of life, but at the end of the day, it's just my imagination, and logic shapes your imagination because it basically puts your imagination in a box or like a funnel and directs it. Because I can believe I can fly, but logically, I know for a fact if I jumped off a roof right now, I'm gonna fucking break some bones or die. So that's why logic's important, but that's why it sits at number 8. But last but not least, but it's really not last because you got 10, but there's really only 9 numbers. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ted. Shout out to the boy, TK. I believe the nigga name. But shout out to my nigga, you know, because there is really only 9 numbers. 9 is a perfect example of this because 9 times anything plus itself equals 9. But you can do it on your digits like 9 times 1's 9, 9 times 2, 18, 9 times 3, 27, 9 times 4, 36, 9 times 5, 45. You right? See, it's like you're it's crazy. But anyway, after you get to number 9, that is your emotions. That is the key. That's key to all of these because without your emotions, that's why it's at the opposite of consciousness because it's literally as powerful as consciousness. But if you start at the bottom, you go fuck yourself up. Most people start with their emotions instead of what their instead of their consciousness. They think with their feelings instead of thinking with their, you know, wisdom that was gained by God. So, or through life experience, you know what I'm saying, or other people's life experience. That's why we say we ignore the elderly because we like to ignore their wisdom because we living in an emotional state when we're adolescents. That's why when we kids, we gotta learn this because we working at the bottom subconsciously. We gotta flip that shit. You know what I'm saying? So we like get closer to each other in life. You know what I mean? And become truly omnipotent. Number 10. The 10. 0 doesn't exist because 0 means without. And it's just consciousness without. So you become wisdom. You cannot be omnipotent without consciousness. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And that's in the tree of life is nothing but this. It's the meaning to what it is we are supposed to be as individuals and how we are supposed to achieve such things. In this world, we all wear masks, and if you're wearing a mask, you know, chances are you're going to succeed because nobody see your true face. But me, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I look good. All right, peace, love, and happiness. Subscribe to a nigga's channel. Like, share, you know, comment. If you really want a deeper explanation of all these, you know, levels of tree of life, you know, let me hit 100K. Because otherwise, you know, this might be the only stage. Love you. Deuces.